Well, good morning. It is 3:45 morning. Yes. Uh, got some unboxing to do. Let's see if we can get this open. Maybe not disturbed. This is something that I haven't been complaining about on my channel. I might have threw a few hints out. On my channel about two certain guitars, basically almost the beginning of my channel. So I've been complaining about it, I guess, for about, I don't know, let's say about 8 months, maybe 9. I may be wrong, might be a little less, might be a little more. I didn't go back and I didn't check my unboxing of it too. Here, knucklehead. Yeah. It's been a mess. But I typically don't complain about anything. But when you spend decent money on two guitars and you get questions asked when you're going to finish them, and I understand kick guitars, they all kick guitars, they need not say modifications, upgrades, better quality, yeah, that was in the works on the other two kick guitars that I made. But being able to spend money on them and then going out and buying wiring harnesses, pickups, tuners, etc., it gets pricey. I mean, you're dropping another $200 maybe a little bit more, depending on what quality you want to buy, what brands you want to buy. So it might be up to $300, and then you're spending $200 for one kit, and then you're buying, sand and sealer, you're buying primer, you're buying paint, you're buying clear coat, you're buying sandpaper, you're buying buffing compound, meaning not me. I have most of the stuff already here, but my main thing is what my problem was is, you know, the white Telecaster that I built, that was going to be my grandson's. That was going to be a Christmas gift to him, and I never finished it. Yeah, I mean, work, life, it all gets in the way, but when you keep on getting asked, hey, Pop, did you finish my guitar yet? You know what I mean? It's like, no, bud, sorry, not yet. I've been busy working, Hate to lie to somebody, but I broke down and told them the truth. No, I didn't finish it because there was some stuff on it that came that didn't work. I have to buy new parts for it. So, anyway, the rant, whatever, complaining, if you want to call it, you pay for something and you want to finish it, and you want to finish your video on it, but you can't at that moment. So what do? First thing somebody does is contact the dealer. It's like, hey, I have a couple little problems with these guitar kits, and it's weird because it was the one kit, and then maybe a month or two, maybe a month and a half, 2 months later, after you're done building the first one, you get a second one. It's like, oh, it's a fluke. Then you get your second one, and you get all the way down to almost the end again, and it's like, wow, well, what's the odds? You know what I mean? It's like, now this. So, but what I'm getting to is, it's you spend your money, you spend material, you have to buy parts. So, and I sent emails, a couple weeks at a time, a couple months at a time, and then a couple days at a time for almost a year. Nothing back. Emails, Instagram. I don't do Facebook. Don't get offended. If don't get offended. If I don't do Facebook, but a couple live streams, still nothing. So, but let's just say after almost a year, they finally made it right and finally checked their email. So, and they were nice enough to send this to me as an inconvenience. So, might as well open it up and see what it is, right? I just said, hey, whatever you want to do, just make it right so I could finish the one guitar for my grandson. So he has, something that's been sitting around for basically almost a year, and has been asking me, when I come down, can I play my guitar? So, but let's just, enough with the rant, and let's just see what we got. It's more about it's more about the kids. You know what I mean? I see it as you get a kid that's what, 8 to, whatever, early teens, you know, maybe there's not a father figure in the house. Maybe there's not a biological father in the house, and it's a single mother, taking care of a son or a daughter, and they want to do one of these, and they get to the very end, and it's a total failure. It doesn't work. This doesn't work. It doesn't sound right. Maybe it's it's a family that's not financially secure, so they can't take it, spend $100 on top of another $100 guitar kit, $200 guitar kit, whatever you spend, and the kid or the daughter, the little girl, they go to all done, they get happy, and they want to play the guitar, and it just doesn't work. It's a failure. And that failure, in my eyes, sometimes reflects back on other things that they, as a kid, want to try and do. And then they look back at maybe doing something like this, and then they go in the future and want to do something, but they kind of say to themselves in their head, well, I don't want to do it because, it's another failure. I may be wrong, I may be right, but that's the way I see things. It's like you do one thing, it doesn't work, see it as a failure. You go to do another thing, and like, I don't want to do that because the last thing I did, it didn't work, so I'm just not going to do it. I kind of had that as a kid growing up. Fortunately, I had a father that was very handy, very mechanically inclined, that would help me. Some kids don't. And when they do something by themselves, they need guidance, and with the guidance that they don't have, things go wrong. And then when those things go wrong, you give up on it, and it just gets pushed aside and sits, just like the other two that I had. But I didn't give up on them. So, speaking for the kids, don't give up. Don't ever think that you're a failure if you try to do something and you want to try to achieve something. Just, it's not hard to ask, but just don't give up, because it's not a failure. Alright, enough with that. That's my whole point of guitar kits, and hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. Like I said, I don't know what this is. It was just a box that came from Amazon that I got an email with a scheduled delivery date. It's kind of hard with the cabinets. So what we'll do is we'll put the box on the chair. And I'll piece by piece I will there it is. This is what we're making. We're making a cardboard guitar. So the only thing we don't have to worry about doing is we don't have to worry about electronics. We just have to seal it so it doesn't get ruined if it's around moisture. There you have it, the new Leo Jaymz cardboard caster. No. It is pretty cool. Well, as I see already, I kind of like the color. $369.6. Wow. And this came from Amazon. All right. Just needs a little tiny bit of, not the sprout on the sides, just the edges. They were filed. You just need, maybe get hit with a block. Yeah. Tell you what, if this is every one coming from Amazon, this box was not open. You see me pull the cardboard clips out of it. Then I guess they are doing changes to the complaint section. It's got a little bit of back bow, but we can take care of that. Actually, I'll take care of it right now. Well, at least this truss rod works. Talk about being in neutral. I spoke too soon. That is crazy. Finally. Good Lord. I don't know how many turns that took. Because there was a lot of neutral inside that nut. I probably turned it 3 half turns, so it was like a turn, 1 full turn and a half to get this in neutral, but trust why it works. That's what matters to me. Alright. Not a bad neck. A little bit of sprout, but that's normal. Alright, that's gone. That's out of the way. That works fine. I'm sure it probably has to be checked for unlevel frets and probably rocked and level sanded the frets down and then crowned and polished. Sorry, like I said, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. Pick guard. This is what I want to check. This was one of the main things on the one kick guitar, that it was actually split and broken in half to where you couldn't even plug it in. So this was one of the main things I was saying about a younger kid or a little girl, you know, going to put it together and they can't. They don't have a soldering iron. They have no clue how to solder. All they have to do is just plug it in. Your white pick guard. Cat playing in the box. Looks like in the link of it's a ceramic magnet. Looks like it. I don't know why it's always the spare, not meaning me, I see it in the videos, it's always the spare, the extra black one that they give you. It's always scratched up. It's like, are these just all the defective ones that they don't use and they just throw them inside the Telecaster kits to give you an extra one? But again, it looks like it's double plastic. You always get the first layer of plastic, and then there's usually a fine layer of plastic over your pick guard as a second one. So there we go. So if you do have one of these kits and you only peeled off one layer of plastic and it looks scratchy or hazy, go back and look really good. There's a second one. They usually double up on them, but use my belly. There is one little scratch, but it's a pick guard. That's what it does. It's going to get scratched. So the parts box. Crappy strings that we won't use. Push rod, jack. Your basic tuners. Your pre-wired jack. With your screws and your plug, which again, this one looks really good. Basic standard strap buttons. And your back plate for your neck bolted on. String trees, just a basic standard. Excuse me. Just your basic standard wiring. And also your control plate has the plastic cover over it too. So if it looks like it's it's damaged, it just has a plastic film over it, unless if it did get scratched and then went through the plastic, then you might possibly have something on it. So just your basic little dime size pots and your little box three-way switch. No push pulls or nothing, so just your basic. And you get your screws for your bridge and an Allen wrench for the saddles. And these, as what I heard, horrible bridge saddles that are offset. that you probably won't be able to intonate. Alright. All the plugins are fine. They look fine. The wiring looks fine. The wiring on the pickup looks fine. There's nothing broke. There's no cuts in the shielding around the wires, so that's a good thing. Oh, Jasper, that was horrible. Excuse yourself. Here we go. Oh, there's no rips in it. Let's see what it looks like. Ta-da! It's actually a really nice red. Did a really nice, whoever does their finish work does really nice work. I'll tell you that. This is like show car quality paint right there. It's like no orange peel at all. It's like a mirror, as you can see the light. No cracks in here, or up in here, or here. You got your basic standard jack hole. I wonder if one of these will fit in there. Hey man, you're saying that's nice paint. You're rolling it around on it's vinyl flooring. Almost. I almost could probably put a telly cover in there. One little tiny mark on the edge, but I'm not complaining about that, trust me. Oh no. Yeah. I might be able to get another dog bowl jack cover. I call them dog bowls because they look like a dog bowl. And do that. I'm not worried about the screw holes. I could always just put some red paint in there. But I like to put the dog bowl in there. Instead of putting the square plate on. Neck pocket seems alright. No hole through. It's like they started to, but they didn't. The basic Leo Jaymz stamp on the inside of the neck pocket. File it out now. while you can. Let's go with the big boy. Nothing really. It's really smooth. There's really nothing to file out on it. So now for the test. The neck and the body was numbered, so they were so-called matched from the factory, which I highly doubt. They're all CNC'd, so they're all basically, they're CNC machined out. They're all basically, excuse me, they're basically all the same size. I mean, CNC machines could get all the way down to like a millimeter. And people, they go like this to check their neck. You know there's an opening here. You move this back and forth. You move the bottom. Put your finger, hold it flush on the side. And then you try and move it this way. Push against it that way. There's no play. Very, 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 very minimum. I don't even think even a piece of paper. Not cardboard paper. But they did not give you instructions, which was the whole point of guitar kit for a kid. So you're guessing it. Start putting instructions back in your kit boxes, for at least for the kids. All right. This fits good. Like I said, the neck's nice. That's my good rocker. One right here, which is the middle one. I was going to level them anyway. You have to. They need to be polished and leveled. There's maybe like 4 of them. They're mostly on this side. I think there's one, yeah, right here. do have a bone nut. I think I ordered. Yeah. Maybe we'll stick it on this. The nut is actually glued in. It's not even. Oh, it's in there. I remember I bought a Fender Stratocaster, a stand. I think it was a standard. I'm not sure. Years and years ago, and I went to restring it. I took the original strings off, and the nut fell out. Let's just check this one more time. She's good. Good going on this kit. I mean, as long as it doesn't self-destruct after it's done, that's fine. But they do make things right. It takes them a little time. And so I'm not bad-mouthing them, but I said the quality. Yeah, I mean, I guess they up in their quality control now, because this is a lot better than the last two I did. A lot. Like I said, I'm not going to get into what was wrong with the other two. I mean, I got ridiculed by a person saying it's a Tele kit and you need to, what's the name, you need to know that it's, what's the name, know that it's not going to be perfect, and I did plenty of them, and you know, it's not that. It's not about me. It's not about me. No, it's not. It's a kit guitar. Yes, we all know it's, what's the name, there's going to be issues and there's going to be problems, and this is where I'm getting a little bit ticked off about this. It's about, like I said, it's about the kids. The kids that don't have any parents, or have one parent that they're not, what's the name, that they have nobody around to help them do this. And I have a father to sit down with them and help them put this together as a family, as a father-son or a father-daughter project. This is what it's about. It's not about me. It's not about the next adult. It's not about another guitar channel that has, you know, everything to make it right. It's about the kids, and it's about family doing it together. Or that's what it's about to me. To me, not about you, not to use. Maybe you might see my point, but you got a picture. A little boy sits down, opens up the box on his living room floor, and I mean, there's no tools in his house. You know, he goes to put it together, and it's a failure. How's that kid going to feel? How's that kid going to feel when he spent all of his time and he got a guitar as a gift and he puts it together without any family guidance, no father figure guidance? How's that kid going to feel? Say what you want to say in the comments. I really don't give two shits about what you got to say in the comments about how I feel about the kit and the kids. That's just how I feel. So if you want to sit there and leave a comment and say, oh, you know what? Yeah. leave a comment. Actually, leave a comment on Instagram. Then I can really share my feelings about it, what you got to say in your comments. Instagram, OBS94USA. You got something negative to say, go to my Instagram channel. Leave your comment. You want to sit there and troll. You want to troll me about something that I'm looking out for the kids. Yeah. Fuck you. All right. I'm going to go. It's been, what, almost an hour? 47 minutes. Thank you. Sorry about the ending, but that's just how I feel. This is how I feel. I need a cup of coffee. Thank you. These guys are the greatest. These really are. Everybody who backs me, all my subscribers, everybody that leaves me comments, I 100% thank you very much. And I'm pushing almost 200 subscribers. I think I'm maybe 12 subscribers short of 200, which it takes a lot. Don't get overwhelmed about, thinking you're going to get 1,000 subscribers in the first year. Some do, some don't. But you have to work for it. That's basically it. I thank everybody. I'm not going to put everybody out there. I'll be here forever thanking everybody. Yeah. Alright, time for me to go cool down. Cup of coffee, definitely a cigarette, and then get ready for work. Thanks everybody, I appreciate it. These guys are the best. I love yous all. Wherever you are in life. Jack, I'm with you.